What's up, dude?
What's up?
Man, you didn't
even
even text me and let me know you were coming out.
I'd find you out here.
What's up, brother?
Oh, you did it.
Yeah, we got a little Dnm Ao-38Rc on there.
Nice.
So doing a little real-time review. Man, I wish I knew you guys were coming out.
What's up, man?
I knew I'd find you.
As we were just starting, I was like, oh, I need to text him. I was going to do it once we got up to the top.
Yeah, I was going to text you too, but I was like, you know what? They got all the races and all that going on. So I'm sure they're not out there today.
Yeah.
But then we came down earlier. I was like, dude, this is ridiculous. It was just so full of people. And
Yeah, I love it, man.
yeah.
Your front fork?
No, still the crappy fork on there. I cannot wait to change it. That will be the upgrade probably after the shock review.
The rear shock looks good.
I mean, wow, this is bad. This is a whole new level of people right here.
You're gonna need the elbow pad. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. On today's episode, we are in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas at the Northwoods Trail System. They've got a mountain bike race enduro going on. So we're at a different spot. I know you guys ain't used to this, but we're at the upper portion, all right? We're uppity today. So let me tell you what we're gonna do on today's episode. Let me show you guys.
This is where you do a little slow down slow-mo. This is where you do a little slow down slow-mo.
How about you slow down and look at that shock real quick? Guys, that's the Dnm 38Rc rear shock. We've got lockout, we've got rebound, and this bike does have a sag indicator.
I thought it was like some kind of AOY or something.
Yeah, I just want to stay away from all that in case I was wrong. This bike has got an awesome sag indicator on it, so we're going to do some riveting content for you before we go and do the real-time review on it, and we're going to get it sagged out just right. Okay, guys? So it's a Schwinn Axum FS. This bike, it has no other upgrades, completely stock, right way you can order it off our affiliate link from Walmart. But this shock, $89.99.
If they want to order it.
If you guys want to order it, if you guys want to order that shock, we'll put the affiliate links in the description as well, depending on how this goes. All right, so
yeah.
we're gonna see what a new upgraded rear shock does as opposed to how it feels, as opposed to a coil shock that this thing came with originally.
That shock it came with was horrible.
Yeah, this one here is air, definitely lightened it up a little bit. It fit right in the spot. It's a 190 to 190 eye to eye. It's a great looking shock. It matches with the bike, but let's get this thing figured out and then let's go and hit the trails and see what kind of damage we can do.
What you doing?
I was counting the amount of clicks for rebound. It's got like 28. All right, we're gonna go probably 14 on. First thing we wanna do is remember we had this thing in the shop on the initial impressions in the install, and we were doing the Wolfman
Don't
dyno.
swallow that.
All right, we're doing the Wolfman dyno, and he was like, oh, this is probably where you want it, but he's a little heavier than I am, so we're gonna see what pressure. We have it at 140 PSI. It doesn't really move when I sit on it right now.
Are you sure? Is the lockout off?
Yeah, it's off. It doesn't, it just really doesn't move.
You don't know if it moves or not.
So,
let us decide before you let the air out. Let us decide.
Okay, you ready?
Hang on. All right, and go. It does move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it doesn't move a ton, but it does move.
Yeah, so to let you know, it's not even registering on the sag indicator.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying it has to be there. I'm just saying you said it doesn't move. It is moving. Look, look, the ring moved.
Okay.
When you get off it, you can see.
So I'm thinking, let's go to...
Try about 120.
Yeah, so that's 120 right there.
Yeah, what's it giving you?
Okay, right there on the sag.
Well,
all the way down.
Away from us. So I don't get to see the
flip
damn...
it around.
Well, we made a big deal with the damn sag indicator, and you don't want to show people. You want to keep it a secret.
You see it? You're gonna have to do some footwork. I'm stand up.
Dude,
there. You're gonna have to stand up.
Well, son, you don't understand. I can't get angles and stuff standing. I have to get all down and crazy. I'm sorry. I'm about to sorry you right in the face.
Looks like it's right at 20. I think it needs to be a little softer.
Okay, well then go 30. I can't see what's the other number on there.
30.
The bottom one's 30?
Yeah. Okay. That right there is at 100 PSI.
Okay, you're at 20. Oh, well, you hit 30, but don't just sit down on it. Stop bouncing.
I'm sitting.
All right, you're at about 21, 22 in that range right there. Yeah.
Should I go 95?
It's going to be too little, but go ahead. Might want to take that damn pump with you. Well, now you're messing with the rebound, not the pressure.
Ooh, I love the adjustability. I think that might be good. You can get me a shot of riding away.
Yeah, well, I'll do that. How about that? That's a brilliant idea. I'd never do that.
You still recording?
I am.
Okay. All right. Love you. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, love you. Have fun.
All right, guys, here we go.
Keep it on that quick release.
Yeah, quick release on the front. Wolfman is worried about it, understandably. We're going to mess with this shock. You guys see the traveling right now? I've got 10 clicks, 100 PSI, 10 clicks off of the fast side. And I think it's going to be good. It might be a little light in the loafers, but I think it'll be just fine. All right, so this is the new trail head. This is all overflow parking over here. And basically Waterworks trail where we normally film is right down there. So these two trails will get you there. The Holly Hustle, it should have been called Wolfman or something. The Holly Hustle is 0.45. It's easy. What I like about this one here, the Monty, I rode up on this earlier when we did the real-time review on the Axum Sport 27.5. I rode up it and there was like some rock gardens and some roots. Not a lot, but we're going to hit that. We're going to see what we can put this rear shock through. Just to kind of get a feel for it before we have to go right back to the lockout. All right, so hopefully get you guys some cool shots. The rear shock, I got a rotor or something rubbing. We'll rub that pad down a little bit, hopefully. Kill some of that noise, but so excited about this shock. Here we go, here's a spot here. Yeah, that rear end just soaks it up. Here we go here. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. The fork I'm not liking so much. So we're going to hit these trails. Man, did I even say the name of this one? I think I did. Here's the little rock garden here. That back is just smooth, buddy. I can't even, like, I just got off a hardtail and I'm so used to riding hardtails constantly that it's funny because it's so rough in the back. Right? Padded shorts, all that good stuff. But when you get into a full suspension with a nice air shock like this one for 89 bucks, the Dnm Ao-38, it just, I mean, it's just so plush back there. It's nice and smooth. That rear end just absorbs everything. Such a upside to full suspension bikes. But I'm a firm believer in hardtails where it's at. For sure. Wow, look at this base of this tree. That guy fell over in a storm. Look at that. Holy crap. That's the root system. It's got rocks and everything in there. Wow. Thankfully it fell that way and not this way. That is huge. What a root system. Cats Meow, here we come. Oh yeah. And I think that's about it on that. I may have to adjust the rebound a little bit faster. We'll see when we start hitting some of these features on the Cats Meow. It's not rebounding fast enough. It's very slow. And that's 10 clicks off of the fast side. What we were talking about in the shop was there was a lot on the initial impressions of this. If you guys missed it, whenever we spec it out a little bit more. We're talking about in the shop is the amount of kind of like with our forks, the amount of adjustability. That's a big score on our fork system. And for this bike here, well, this shock, I mean, it seems like there's a whole bunch there. So it's really cool. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But we're gonna have to go right into the lockout as soon as we start that climb on the Cats Meow, because it's nothing but a little uphill section. So we'll get that out of the way. And then we'll hit the Cats Meow, be up on the top portion up there. Let's go around here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this guy in the lockout position. Simple little reach down there. They did have the remote option on this too, which is kind of interesting. I was actually thinking about getting that, but we'll probably put a dropper on this guy. Probably put a dropper on him, so there's really no need to get another remote up there because I am not good with a bunch of switches. She's locking out good. Locking out very good. And what's funny is you can really feel the weight of the tail end of this bike now due to it being like a hardtail. I think there's minimal give back there. I'm not really setting down yet, but we're gonna raise this seat post up and we'll see if we can feel any give a tiny bit. God, the throws are so big on this shifter. All right, so it did decent in the smalls. Like stuff like this, like again, it does feel a little mushy and that kind of bothers me. But we do have that rebound adjustment, almost like it's sagging a little bit too much in the rear, not popping up fast enough. But I don't quite want to adjust it because I want to see how much travel we're going to use. And the upside to this rear shock is it does have a compression ring, and I love that. So we'll actually be able to, you guys will be able to see it and not just me talk about it. All right, guys, well, we went through a little sitting portion, and again, it's just a rear shock is all we've done. Climbing, lockout, a little bit of give, completely does its job in both the smalls and the lockout department. Let's get to the Cats Meow. Let's open her up and let's get some air. Let's do some flat landing. Hopefully no dead sailors today. And let's see how this thing reacts, how much travel we use, and overall if it was a good purchase. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Cats Meow. We're almost there. Seat posts drop down. Standing room only. Got the new Dnm shock on there. See what I'm saying? We use quite a bit of travel. I don't know how much more we have to use, but that was a lot. 10 clicks off of the fastest. We might have to speed up, but we're gonna wait to do that till we get further down the trail. Bike held up really good. Quick release is still nice and tight. That fork is just chattery as all get out. The group set, I don't want to talk about the group set. Cats Meow. Let's do this, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Need to get me a little bit of water. It's starting to get warm out here. All right, here we go. Fork, trash, shock. It's unlocked and we're open. We are ready to get after it. Let's do this, Wolf Dick Nation. Oh, standing room only. Get some speed here. Oh, that group set's hurting. I can't remember how well it did or how not well it did on the real-time review. Okay, pumping is completely different on the full suspension than the hardtail. Oh, wow. See, stuff like this, I think that rebound is set perfect because it is nice and gentle. It's not jarring whatsoever. I can whip that tail end around and it just plants itself. Yeah, I could use a little bit more pop. A little bit more pop on the preload. Golly, this bike carries speed throughout so good. Looking like we maybe used all the travel right now on that little hit. We got the tabletops and Big Sister Brandy step up here. Okay, not too much air on there. And here we go. Okay, good, super, super soft landing. I mean, I flat landed that sucker right now, guys. And let me tell you, there was no jarring at all. Wow. Pull off here. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, we've definitely used, I'm not sure. I think that's all the travel. That looks to be, I think this was 50 millimeters. I think that's about 50. Let's turn this towards, we'll go 5 clicks. 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 5 clicks towards the faster side. Get a little more pop in there for the tire test area and really get our weight into the corners and see how she responds to that. So far, so good. Like I said, I flat landed down there. Get the GoPro effect. It's a lot higher of a step up than it really looks. And it was just nice and smooth. It was smoothie on the landing. We're going to hit the tire test feature and we'll see how she treats us. Oh yeah, way more poppy now. That rear end is not really settling like it was earlier. Just a little tabletop. Go way too back, heavy on it. Tabletop, go way too back, heavy on it. But she settled down nicely. Now, going to these turns with that faster rebound, it starts to compress and then it totally shoots me right out. I like that.
That responsiveness is great. You can really feel it putting in work back there. And I hope that camera is good for you guys. Wow, it's a good send-off, man. Such a good send-off, such a good bite on it. I know a lot of people have talked about, there's a few in the comments that said, hey, I own that shock. It's really good for the money. And man, you guys were not kidding. Okay, so we've actually gotten less travel out of 10 clicks towards the faster side. Now that's right about maxed out, and I like that. A lot of adjustment for this shock for sure. We could definitely mess with the air pressure a little bit more. I think we're right about 25-26% sag on this thing. Maybe a little bit more air, a little bit slower on the rebound might be the perfect adjustment, but I love the adjustability on this thing. That and the lockout's super nice, but we got some good travel there. Super settle down the corners, and then whenever you really put your weight into those corners and get down nice and low, that rear end takes up all that slack and that just shoots you out of that corner, and that was only with 5 clicks. Very impressed with this guy. I cannot wait to start putting some more money into this bike. $89.99. Wow. I just wish that fork could match the rear right now, and we would be absolutely tearing this trail up. But wow, what a good purchase. Let's go back to Wolfman. Let's go talk to him about this thing, and we'll get out of here, guys.
All right, Wolf Tick Nation. Man, oh man, that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna say this bike makes it so easy to just appreciate the rear shock because the rest of it was falling apart. The group set, the fork, the group set, not only just with like derailments, but the climbing and the gearing on this thing are hurting big time.
So it's time to start upgrading other stuff.
It's time to do the good old fashioned, this bike should have come with this. You know, it really is, because this bike could be something. And that rear shock really starts to open up some doors and everything. And it just makes me so excited about this bike and this just upgrades over time, right? The shock was amazing out there. I loved
so big improvement, you're saying?
Big improvement.
And it could have come with that.
Yeah, it really could have come with, but what I really like about this Dnm 38 is it's super supple. It's very plush in the landing department. It's very forgiving. It's super responsive. And the number one thing that I like so much about it is the adjustability on it. It really makes a big difference. I mean, the only thing I did was 5 clicks off of the fast side. I went basically a little bit faster with it. So I was it 28? So I was 23 clicks away from being maxed out on the fast. And it made a massive difference in the cornering, the way the preload works out, the landing. It's nice because you can really feel yourself sinking into this bike like it really should be. You feel yourself sinking into the bike, and then it just shoots you out of a corner. It's perfect. I had it set for a pretty slow amount, and it felt a little bit mushy with the 10 clicks. And I don't think that was a bad thing. But I think that with some more time in adjusting the air, you know, we have so many bikes, guys, it's difficult just to spend an entire damn day on testing and tuning. But when it comes down to finally getting this bike done up the way we think it should have come, I think it'd be necessary to really do that to get the full potential out of that rear shock. But just to throw that guy on here, put some air in it, check out the built-in sag indicator on the Axum FS, and then just hit the trails was a blast, you know. I just wish the rest of the bike would hold up like that rear shock, or would feel as good as that rear shock does. $89.99 for the Dnm 38. I'm a big fan of it. I just wish that the rest of this bike was upgraded so I could really get the full potential of everything. But all in all, really good ride. Cats Meow is one of those trails that we'd love to come out to and test on, because like I said, I know it like the back of my hand. I know what areas I'm able to get away with in flat land, and I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys will be seeing this bike soon, so make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, turn those notifications on. That's the best way. Turn that bell on to be notified whenever another video comes out. And who knows, you might see this bike pretty soon. You might see the actually the Schwinn Axum Sport over there get an upgrade pretty soon. We got a whole bunch of stuff. I know we've got some Magura brakes that we've got to try out for sure, some 4 pistons.
We got to bring back some mongoose action too.
Oh, for sure. We got the Switchback Comp, the Switchback Expert. We have the Salvo 2 full suspension. Maybe see which one is better out of the two after we upgrade this, because the Salvo came with an
airport. Put that where it should have come.
Yeah. But all right, guys, Wolf Tick Nation, that's another Wolf Tick Videos episode. As always, we appreciate you guys watching. Check out the Buy Us a Cup of Coffee link, or you can also buy us coffee through PayPal. Become a patron. Show you boys some love, man. It's riding season. Come on.
At least give it a like.
Give it a like. Do that too.
All right. I think that's it.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah.